Our intention in this mini unit was to teach a science classroom with elements inspired by the arts in a way that didn't dilute either discipline, but rather used the arts, visual, drama, and music to add to the comprehension and sustaining of the knowledge of the science in a way that was innovative and creative. For the first two lessons, students learn about the plant cell and the animal cell respectively. They learn these in a concise manner that's up to curriculum standards. After the first lesson, students are to watch an instructional YouTube video in which a plant cell is drawn, colored in, and labeled, and they are to create their own. In the second lesson, taking what they learn about characteristics of the different organelles of animal cells, they are to pick an organelle, get into groups of 5 or 6, and anthropomorphize or personify these organelles in a way to give them a personality and then act that out in the skit, how the different organelles interact between each other. We thought that both of these lessons created exciting ways to connect to the material that are more lasting than just rote memorization or transfer as is usually done.
Hello class. Today we're going to be drawing a plant cell. If you turn to the chapter in your textbooks, you'll see a detailed drawing of the cell that you can use for reference, and it'll include all the inner workings of it along with the description to all the components. I want you to draw and color the cell to the best of your ability and to label all inner components clearly. Just for the purposes of setting up the framework, I would recommend that you start the drawing with the cell wall and the cell membrane as you saw in this video. And after that, the rest is up to you. You can put things in any order that you'd like. For the purposes of this video, we drew in order after the cell membrane, the vacuole, the Golgi apparatus, the chloroplast, mitochondria, nucleus, nucleolus, endoplasmic reticulum, peroxisome, amyloplast, ribosome, and finally, the cytoplasm. I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you enjoy the lesson. Take care.
Good afternoon, class. So it has been an enjoyable unit to study the makeup of the animal cell so far. You really know the different parts of the cell, and that's great. So today, as a culminating activity, we're going to be doing something different and put that knowledge to good use. You will all individually choose a different part of the cell, and in groups of 6, give them each a personality. You will then write a 5-minute skit together, which will be performed tomorrow. Everyone in the group must pick a different component of the cell. I want you to anthropomorphize or personify your component and write a skit with all the different characters reacting to each other. What I mean is that to use what you know about the parts of the cell and to act it out as if it was a real person. For example, the mitochondria, as you know, is the powerhouse of the cell. Will she be rough or will she be tough? The nucleus regulates the cell activity, and you can determine how that one should act as well. So you get to decide. Good luck.
In the previous lessons, students learned about each type of cell individually. For this lesson, we'll be looking at the major similarities and differences. The class will have a short discussion on this topic before getting into the assessment. For the assessment, students will be asked to create a musical composition in which they highlight these similarities and differences through the lyrics. The song can take any genre, does not require instruments, and should be around 1 minute long. The idea here is to give students an opportunity to show off their creative sides in a student-centered learning activity. Making a catchy song will also help them remember the material for an upcoming test. Here's Samuel with a fantastic example.
All of life is made of cells, all the plants and animals composed of tiny organelles. Mitochondria make energy, basically it's how cells breathe. Vacuoles get rid of waste. Plant cells have chloroplasts, so they can do photosynthesis, and they have a cell wall.